how you doing? It's Tuesday again. I'm Jenny Boom Boom. This is Small Business Tuesdays. We do this every single Tuesday at 7 o'clock. We do this really fun show where we have cool small businesses come on and just talk about everything that they got going on, especially at this time with COVID. And even though things seem like they're getting better, fingers crossed, we talk about everything that's going on with their businesses, offers that they have going on, and just learning about how they started their small businesses is always really fascinating. I love being on every single Tuesday and talking to these businesses. And like I say every single week, I'm very annoying. If you have a small business or know someone with a small business, please hit me up in my DMs. The way that this show works is whoever's on for the week, they get to nominate another business for the following week, but that business can't always come on. Maybe their schedules are messy, they're going to be traveling or whatever it is. So a lot of times I check my DMs and I hit up folks in my DMs to see whether or not they're available. So again, if you have a small business or know someone with one, just hit me up in my DMs on my IG. All right. So first up tonight, let's see. I'm really excited to talk to this company actually, or she hit me up through my email, which is awesome. She got in touch with Michi and Michi got in touch with me over this. And I'm really excited to learn about this company. So just tell me if I'm wrong, Sasha. Is it called Ovel Coffee?
That is correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I didn't want to mispronounce it. Okay, cool. So It's nice to finally meet you face to face, Sasha.
Yes, nice to meet you too. Thank you so much, Jenny. I'm so excited. I'm on the Jenny Boom Boom show.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Talk to me a little bit about Ovel Coffee. I was looking at your IG and I'm a big coffee lover. So I'm like, yes, bring it.
Nice. I love it. I love to hear that. So basically Ovel Coffee, Ovelle is my middle name and namesake of the company. So that's nice. That's why we chose Ovel Coffee. And myself and my husband, we actually started the company. So I'm the co-founder of Ovel Coffee and my husband's also the co-founder.
Nice.
And we are coffee lovers, kind of almost like everybody, like who doesn't love coffee? And we actually recently sold out of our coffee too.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yes. Thank you so much. It's just such an exciting journey that we're on, especially being a small business, being part woman-owned run business. It's definitely an exciting journey, but there's obviously many challenges too, especially with COVID-19. But a little bit about Ovel Coffee is we actually started the company on our destination wedding. So
that's so sweet. So where was your destination wedding? I want to guess, but I might be wrong. So go ahead.
No, I think your guess would be right, Jenny. We actually had our wedding in Jamaica. And so I'm of Jamaican descent. And we went down for the wedding to obviously get married. And my husband had this crazy idea that in the middle of not in the middle of the wedding, but on our wedding trip, that we should go to a coffee farm. And that's kind of where we were like, okay. I was just like, I'm stressed out. I gotta get into this dress, and I don't want to worry about that. But he was like, let's go, let's try it. So I'm like, all right, why not? Why not just go and try something that I've never tried before? And when I say it was amazing, like, I don't know, have you ever been to Jamaica?
I've actually spent a lot of time in Ocho Rios. We spent a lot of time there, yes.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. So that's where we got married in Ocho Rios. So yeah, so we actually we went up to the mountain, we went on the coffee farms, and it's gorgeous. Like, when you go there, it's beautiful and it's very mountainous. And where we went in Jamaica to the coffee farm is in the Blue Mountains, and it's basically up to 7,000 feet above sea level. So it's really high up in the air. We were climbing and walking up into the mountains, and we just saw this amazing view. And once we finally made it up there, we were like, oh, this is fun, not really thinking too much of it. We actually had a coffee tasting. And this is very interesting because I actually didn't drink coffee for a year, because when I was getting ready for the wedding, I was really focused on health and wellness. I lost 60 pounds during that whole process as well.
Wow.
Yes. So I was just like, kind of not really wanting to drink coffee much because it was acidic. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna put that to the side. When we went to the coffee farm, we actually found out that Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee is alkaline. So it has that health benefit to it as well. So it's not only that it's an amazing flavor. It has those aromatic notes of blackberry. You have some cherry notes in it, but the chocolate and that velvety mouthfeel, it's one of the world's best cups of coffee that you can have. So I can't wait to get some in stock. So I want to get some over to you guys.
Well, I've had a lot of Blue Mountain coffee because, we drink it, especially when we're in Jamaica. And the thing about that coffee is, people don't really drink cream in their coffee in
Yeah.
Jamaica. They don't.
Yeah.
They drink milk. And so I'm like a person that has like a cup of coffee and I put a little cream in there and I put milk in there. But when I'm in Jamaica, I only drink milk in my coffee. And can I tell you something? I don't miss the cream.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so rich and just smooth. It's really yummy.
Yes.
That Blue Mountain coffee. It's really good. So you guys just kind of really got behind it, huh?
We really did, because when we came back, my husband's like, let's kind of look further into this. Like, we love it. We were sold on that. They weren't even selling it like to us, but we were sold. We're like, let's bring this to Connecticut. Let's bring this to, Hartford, West Hartford. Let's bring this to Bloomfield, everyone around us. And because people don't know about Jamaica Blue Mountain, a lot of people know about reggae, or they know about Bob Marley, or they know about other things that don't pertain to coffee. And so it was just an amazing thing that we could actually bring coffee and the awareness of coffee to Connecticut, and people have been responding very well. We're so happy and excited about just how much people have received us so well, and our customers, people that support us, we're so thankful for them. And for you, Jenny, as well, and Hot 93.7, we're just so grateful for, you guys having this opportunity for small businesses and getting us in front of other people.
Well, of course. I mean, this is something that's near and dear to my heart, and I love to do every single Tuesday, so it's a lot of fun. So on your IG, you said, join Ovel Coffee on our journey to make the community better through superb Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee. And you also said that you're partnering with Weha Roasting Company. So how does that work?
Yeah, so we actually partner with Weha Roasters, and they basically they roast our coffee for us. So they do all of our bulk orders, or if we're having orders come in, they actually roast it. So that partnership has been very beneficial for us, because we love partnering with local businesses and just being able to connect with other small businesses and really give our customers what they want. And that's been such a great partnership that we're happy that we have, because it's just getting it out to the community. And we've even, as far as community too, we actually have worked with Friends of Feeney in West Hartford as well. And we've donated to their toy drive that they had, and just kind of been a part of that. And we love doing stuff like that, that's for the community and giving back, especially for Ovel Coffee. A portion of our profits do go to charity as well. So that's something that's really passionate to us, and we just love being able to give back to the community that we're a part of.
Great. So if we want to order some coffee from you, we want to like make it at our homes, you know, and get a bag of ground coffee. How do we go about doing it, Sasha?
Yeah, so right now we currently offer Ovel Coffee at ovelcoffee.com. So that's really simple. So if you go on ovelcoffee.com, you can definitely purchase there. And right now we're taking pre-orders for our next shipment. So definitely get in and get your orders in so that we can provide coffee to you guys. But you can definitely visit us there. And we're also, you can also DM us as well if you wanted to purchase as well. Or you can also follow us on Facebook at Ovel Coffee Co. And you can order on there as well.
Okay, so you guys give us the whole beans. You don't ground it, right? So we have to get our own grinder here at our homes, right, in order to grind it?
No, so we actually do offer ground as well.
Okay.
So yeah, so we do offer ground. So if you're looking for like whole bean or ground, we definitely provide that for you. We're
Oh,
actually looking to kind of get some more options as well because we want to do light roasts and dark roasts and medium roasts. So we're expanding. So it's so exciting that we're able to do that. But right now, if you are looking for ground, we can definitely provide that for you. And you're looking for whole bean, you can do that too.
wow, that's so great. So, I mean, that I love the fact that I love Jamaica. It's like it's near and dear to my heart. I will
Yeah.
end up eventually living there, hopefully. But you know, I love the fact that you guys just experienced that and you were that passionate about, you know, that land there. It's just for anyone that hasn't been, you know, I've experienced Ocho Rios so many times and I love it there. And
Yeah.
for anyone that hasn't been, I always say you should go because you have to see just like when you go up into the mountains, like you said, everything's so green and beautiful
It is.
and people have homes there like in these little tiny towns that are up in the mountains and it's just such a beautiful place to live. It's just a beautiful lifestyle and the fact that you went up there into the mountains and you were inspired to start your company, I just think it's just such a wonderful thing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It is wonderful. And I think what I'm really passionate about is being able to bring a part of my heritage to Connecticut and really share that with everyone and letting them know how amazing Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee is. And like you said before, you know, you don't even need milk with it. You don't need cream with it because it's so smooth and because you have these really amazing notes that are in it as well. So I think that's why I love it so much and why I think our customers love it so much as well, because it is easy on the tummy as well. A lot
Yeah.
of people, if you, when you drink commercial coffee or regular coffee, sometimes you can get that stomach burn.
Yeah.
And with Jamaica Blue Mountain, because it's alkaline, you actually don't experience that stomach burn. And that's what's really amazing about it is because of that, because of what it offers with not making your stomach hurt. Like
Yeah.
no one wants to drink a cup of coffee and then it's like your stomach is bothering you all day. So it is really awesome that we found something that's so amazing. And I'm glad I found it now, even though I should have known it before. I'm like, my parents kept this from me. Like, how could they not tell me about this amazing coffee? But I'm glad we found it anyways. So
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of places, I mean, obviously I haven't been all over the United States, but I feel like folks really don't offer it anywhere, you know, from what I see, really. So I think that is really great that you're doing that.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. We found our little niche in the market and we're excited that we're able to kind of bring this to the community. That's like the biggest thing because it's such a beautiful experience when you're able to connect with some of the customers. Like some of our customers, we have a feature on our website where if you want to write a note to someone, like if you're giving it as a gift, and sometimes some of the notes I'm just like, oh, that's so amazing, that's just, you really get a chance to see that you are a part of the bigger community. You are sharing the love of coffee to other people, or if someone is giving it as a gift, they're really being thoughtful about what they're giving and why they're giving it. So I really do love that. And I think we just kind of see as this is just such an amazing opportunity to bring community together, especially during this time too. So where
Yeah.
everyone is almost like together apart. So
Right. You can sit around and have a cup of coffee with your friends all 6 feet apart on your patio and
yeah,
life is good, right?
exactly, exactly.
Well, thanks so much, Sasha. I really enjoyed talking to you. Again, the company's Ovelle Coffee. And what is your website once again?
Yeah, so it's ovelcoffee.com. And you can also find us on Instagram at Ovel Coffee and Facebook at Ovel Coffee Co.
Well, thank you very much, girlie. And I'll be calling you next week to find out who you want to nominate next for Small Business Tuesdays. And your business sounds amazing. And I'm going to be hitting up your website. So,
Awesome. Thank you.
all right, Sasha, see you. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Bye,
Okay.
Jenny.
All right, bye.
Bye.
So beautiful. Okay, so we have our next business coming up in just a second. And he was supposed to actually be on with me last week, but he wasn't able to make it. So I'm going to get him on right now. And I'm excited to talk to him. His name is Eli Joseph. And he was nominated by Johnson Arms LLC, who was on with us just a couple of weeks ago. So, hi, Eli.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
What's going on? You're really close, Eli. You might
Okay,
you
sorry.
might
Hold on.
want
Let
to take
me.
like one step back. I'm just saying, you're like really in the camera, but
Sorry.
to each his own. Eli, tell me a little bit about your business. You are a real estate entrepreneur, and you are a part of the Joseph Group Real Estate
Yes.
conglomerate. So,
Yep.
talk to me a little bit about being a real estate entrepreneur.
Well, there's a lot of factors to it. So number one, I'm a real estate agent, so I help sellers and buyers basically changing their lives, whether it's selling a house or buying a house. And I also, do a little real estate investing on the side as well for my own. So I purchase properties to hold, and I also wholesale or fix and flip as well. So.
Hmm. Is this your passion?
Uh, so like many people, real estate, you don't wake up one day and do real estate. For most people, it's your second passion. So prior to real estate, I played professional football. That was
I
my
see that you're
first
a former
passion.
NFL player.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like,
That
yeah, I
was
was.
yeah. So I have a twin brother, so we're both from Hartford, Connecticut, and
Okay.
we played football since the age of 5. And
Hmm.
like many of my friends, the goal was to make it to the NFL. Like that was the only goal, is to play football, go to the NFL, and buy your mom a house, things like that. So that's what we set our target on. Make it to the NFL, change our mom's life, basically. So we did. We made it to the NFL. It wasn't that long. We only played, 2 years. And, at the age of 22, 23, you're trying to figure out what's next, right?
Hmm.
So I thought, the only way to, buy a house was to make it to the NFL, which is not the case. So,
Right.
I started, learning about real estate, and, so I bought my first investment property, bought a 3 family, and I was like, you know what? I could be a real estate agent. You know, um, wasn't that hard for that agent at the time to help me. So got my license, and then ever since then, I've been changing lives.
Can I tell you something, Eli? I
Yes.
love driving through neighborhoods. Like sometimes, like if I have to go somewhere and Vic gets so mad at me, he's like, yo,
Uh-huh.
jump on the highway. And I'm like, no. I like to drive through all the neighborhoods and look at all the homes. And I really believe I actually was going to think about possibly doing it like on the side a while back, like being a real
Mm-hmm.
estate agent, but someone told me like you can't do it on the side, like you have to be available. You know what I'm saying? So I never, got involved that way, but I would have loved to have been a real estate agent. I feel like it's such
Yeah.
a great job, except if you have to walk into a spooky house. But I feel like I would like love doing that. You know who is
Yeah.
now a real estate agent? My daughter. She
Oh
just
yeah.
got a license, but
That's how you do
it's
it.
really hard, like the studying, the numbers, the math, and all that stuff. I'm like, man, it took her a little while, but she got a real estate license now. So you know, I think that it really takes a special type of person to be able to do something like this. And I think that from what I see, you look like you're really good at it, like great at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is hard, especially in the beginning. So I look at real estate and football as being like parallel, right? They're not the same, but they're, very parallel, very similar. In football, you have to learn, the playbook, right? How can I learn the playbook so my team and my defense, could be successful? How can we learn the playbook the best so we can score a touchdown? Real estate, same thing. How can, we learn the contract, the terminology, uh, every almost every transaction is roughly the same, right? So you know what to expect. So in football, if you call a play, you know what to expect, what's going to happen. In real estate, you want to buy a single family house. I know exactly, actually, what are you looking for? Most women, they care about 3 things: kitchen, bathrooms, and closet space. So I
Hmm.
already know what, for the most part, what you want. So it's similar.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, what team did you play for anyway?
So my twin brother and I, we both played for the Green Bay Packers initially. That was
Hmm.
our first team. Got, so it was the year after the Packers won the Super Bowl, so we got to meet Barack at the time. That was
Nice.
amazing. Yeah, yeah. And then I went on to play for the Steelers. So I was a lot bigger at the time too. I was 300 pounds at the time. So
Wow.
yeah,
I can't imagine you
don't miss the
300
weight.
pounds. Okay, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
feel like I had to ask that only because if I didn't, folks that are watching might be like, "Well, Jenny didn't even ask what team he played for," and like we want to
Yeah.
know. So, so now we know. So, and now you're out of it, and you are doing something that you feel passionately about, and that's awesome. So, tell me about the Joseph Group Real Estate Agency.
Yeah, so actually it's new, right? So I just actually transferred my license over to EXP. That's our brokerage. So under the brokerage, I started my own group, the Joseph Group. So I'm also in the process of getting my broker's license because, as my own team, I can't pay another licensed agent unless I'm a broker. So I'm getting
Okay,
my broker's license so I can officially hire agents so I can pay them on my team.
nice.
So yeah, so it just started this year, and we're expanding. So looking to grow my team even, larger, do great things, serve more people,
So, if I
basically.
become a real estate agent, I can work for you, Eli.
Yeah, we could work together
Okay.
to change people, help
So,
change lives.
with real estate, because I'm not very knowledgeable about it.
Hmm.
When you have something like that, you have your group. Can you sell homes anywhere? Or is it there just a certain location where you're allowed to sell homes? I mean, how does that work?
So it all depends. If you get your license in Connecticut, you can sell in Connecticut,
Anywhere.
um, anywhere in Connecticut, throughout
Okay, the reason
Connecticut.
why I'm asking, I just feel like sometimes I feel like certain real estate agents dominate certain areas.
Yes, definitely. And it's all about, for the most part, I do a lot of real estate in the Hartford County area. You know a lot of people, real estate is word of mouth. You know a lot of people in the Hartford County area. But, to actually target another area like Fairfield County, you have to be intentional. You have to market out there. You have to market in New York. Most people looking to buy in Fairfield County are coming from New York. So you
Hmm.
market in New York for the Fairfield County buyers. So,
I was going to ask you about that too, because when COVID hit,
yeah.
so many people left the city and supposedly they all came to CT. So, I mean,
Yes.
business has got to have been pretty good over the last year or so, right? Real estate wise.
Yes, definitely. Honestly, it could be a good thing and a bad thing to get in real estate this time because it's competitive. Homes are selling in less than a day, right?
Mm.
So, but the flip side of that is not a lot of inventory. So, if you're not, a savvy agent, you don't know how to negotiate a contract or write a contract to get it accepted, you're gonna, struggle more so than, the long-term agent who's been doing it a while. So that's, one negative, but the positive, homes are selling. It's a good time to sell or buy, if you're in the
Mm.
market.
Interesting. Are the
Yeah.
home sales like prices up? So if you, I'm just wondering, like,
Yeah.
are they, okay, I'm just curious.
Yeah, yeah, the home prices are up. I sold my house last year in Windsor. It was a fix and flip. Only reason I sold it last year because I didn't know COVID was gonna last this long.
Mm.
I would have waited, another year, but I sold it last year. Even last year the market was hot, but this year is even hotter. So
Mm.
home prices are still up. There's certain town, well, every town really, but there's certain more towns than others that homes are selling, much much faster than the average. So if you are a seller, now would be the time to sell your house. You
Okay.
know,
All right.
definitely.
And if you're a buyer, you're going to pay a lot more than normal.
Well, it depends, right? So the house still has to appraise, right? The house still has to appraise, but some buyers are willing to pay more than the actual appraised value.
Mm.
So I mean, you'll be paying the appraised value for sure. Like the days of, still like buying, low are over, like for now. But for your buyer, you'll be paying appraised value. If you really want the house, you have to pay more than what the house is actually worth.
I'm learning a lot
Yeah.
here, Ty. I'm learning a lot. Because I always felt like when I bought my home, and my home is like, I think it's like 1,200 square feet. Like we have a very small house.
Hmm.
I always felt like I paid too much for my house, but because of the area, I knew that I was going to have to pay more probably. But
Yeah.
you know, I probably should have sat and talked to you first. But that was a long time ago, and you were in the NFL, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't have worked out then or whatever. But you know, it is interesting talking to you. In fact, maybe you should start giving some classes to folks because you know I didn't know what I was doing. I remember my first mortgage was like at 6%, and I thought that was good.
I know,
And I
right?
like, oh yeah, I got it for 6%, and they were like,
Yeah.
and then it was like that for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Until I could
Hmm.
finally, you know, get it down to 3%. But you
Yep.
know, folks, you know, don't normally pay 6%. I did. So.
Yeah. And most buyers don't know that. Like most, even I didn't know that when I first bought my house. I was like, wait, what's the interest rate? What's
And you're
that?
thinking, oh, I got a good rate.
Yeah.
And
And
you
you
did
don't
get a
like,
good rate.
and some buyers, like, you don't know, like, it's your right to shop around with different lenders to see who has the best interest rate. You might be, the smartest or the most knowledgeable lender or bank, but who has the best interest rate? I'm gonna go with
Right.
that person because my payment's gonna be, cheaper.
Right.
So, but most people don't know that. So,
No, they don't. And
yeah.
I really got really screwed for a long time because of it. But again, sometimes you feel like you're not deserving. Like kind of how you said, you know, I felt like I had to be in the NFL to buy my mom a home, right? And
Yeah.
you said, oh, well, it
Yeah.
turns out you don't have to be in the NFL to buy your mom a home, right?
Yeah.
Because people don't think they're deserving of having that, which I think is something that I dealt with as well. I was a single mom. When I bought this house, I was like 4 kids in. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it's like, you sometimes don't feel you're deserving of it. So whatever they give you, you feel, oh, okay, great. At least I get to do it, you know? And,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
really explain to you that, yes, you can shop around and you can try to get a good deal and you can, you know, be okay that way. But, you
Yep.
know, that's why maybe you should give some classes. I think that would really help some folks out. Just,
Yeah, we should do it together.
well, you know, I can just talk about how dumb I am in this situation.
Nah.
Anyway, you
Yeah,
know.
bring the masses out.
But you know, and it's interesting because then I refinanced my home at 3% for 15 years, and I'm
Yeah.
paying the same amount of money that I was
Hmm.
paying at a 30-year at 6%.
Crazy. Yeah.
You know, and
Yep.
it's like so much shorter time now.
Hmm.
So
But real
anyway,
estate is the best thing, for anyone to do. Home ownership,
yeah,
especially, if you're, whether you're a single mom or growing up in the inner city, you have to own your own home.
I believe so too because you
I
get a
believe it.
lot of you know, a lot more on your taxes and you own property. And this is like something that, you know, you can pass down to people if you want to, or if you need
Yeah,
to move, you'll have money from selling your home. You know, there's,
exactly.
it's a win-win. Why pay rent
Win-win.
and make someone else rich if you don't have to?
Exactly.
I mean,
Yep.
that's the way I look at it. And those first few years that you have your house, man, your taxes, you get so much money back.
Yep.
You really do. Well, Eli, it was great talking to you.
Nice
If we
talking
want
to
to
you
buy
too.
a home, or you know, go sell our home, how do we get in touch with you?
The best way is social media, whether it's Facebook. On Facebook, my name is Eli Joseph. Instagram, Eli Joseph _ My numbers, in my info at the top of my Instagram. So that's the best way. Call or text, really.
Okay, and your
Yeah,
real estate group is called the Joseph Group Real Estate Company or
correct.
group.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? Joseph Group Real Estate Office, I guess.
Joseph Group Real Estate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I keep trying to add another word onto the end.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
All right. Well, Eli Joseph, thanks so much. And again, he was
Thank you.
nominated by Johnson Arms LLC. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you, Jenny.
Bye, Eli.
Bye.
Okay, so again, that was Eli Joseph from the Joseph Group Real Estate Agency. I want to add another word on so badly. Okay, so up next, we have Gypsy King. Gypsy King. So let's see what's going on here with Eli because he's spinning round and round. Eli! Oh no, he's frozen. We're frozen in time. Hold on one second. I am going to try to. Oh no. Well, I'm going to just try to add. Gypsy King. Let's see if Gypsy King can come on. Okay, Eli left. Let's try to get. Oh, there we go. Hello.
How you doing?
You know, you know what? Should I call you Gypsy?
Yeah, it's Gypsy.
I don't think I even like made that, known or
The distinction, right? It's all right.
Sorry about that. Hello there, sir Gypsy. What's going on with you? I looked on your Instagram. First of all, you were nominated by Self Invest, and that was a really fun interview. So I'm gonna read your description on Instagram of who you are, and then we're gonna figure out exactly what we're gonna talk about today because there's so much. You can stay on for 2 hours. So you are an animator, an artist, a director, a designer, a photographer, an author, an editor, a chef, and a liaison.
Yeah. I feel like liaison kind of covers everything, so that's why I put it in there. I'm a really
okay. So that just covers it all. You could have just said that at the beginning. Okay. Yeah. So you own Gypsy Clothes and also Gypsy Comics.
Yep.
So let's talk about both.
The clothes is my main industry. It's my main business. My small business is how I make the majority of like the money, and it kind of funds all the creative pursuits of everything else that I want to do. In my 5th year of making clothes. I started in 2016. My friend Lauren really is who motivated me. She makes Art Throb Larston. And I've been doing it pretty consistently, more consistently than anything else I've ever tried to do. I've had a lot of different types of jobs. I've tried a lot of different things, and really, I just didn't fit into systems. So I began doing things for myself, and some like art, like I've always been an artist. So the comics, the cartoon, these are both things that I've done, and everything that you see that's Gypsy, right? It all supports everything else that's Gypsy, because everything adds an element to who I am. So it's like if I release a cartoon or a comic episode, it helps pull traffic to my social media, because I recognize that through these phones right here, this is the future. This is the small business right here. This is the grab. So yes, I'm even trying to use this. I'm screen recording this right now because I'm gonna share it as a commercial. You know what I'm saying? And try to pull traffic and engagement. But yeah, I'm just creative.
Well, Gypsy, I would have been more than willing to download it, cut it for you, and send it to you. But okay.
All right, I appreciate that.
Let me know what you need from me, okay? So, how did you get started with Gypsy Clothes? I know you said that your friend helped get you involved, but starting a clothing company is never easy.
Well, I used to rap, and then I was shooting videos, and being somebody that deals with music, like rappers have to have like certain images. So I was buying clothes from my friend Lauren Webb, who makes Larston, and I was wearing a lot of her clothes just so I could have something to wear in videos. You know what I'm saying? And now rap, I've been on like a Gangsta Grills at most. I've shot videos for like AR-Ab, Gunplay. That's like the most I've done with like rap. But as I got, it's a young man's game. You know what I'm saying? So as you get older and you want to stay enmeshed within the culture, you know what I'm saying? I felt like, what could I do? And then along my friend's suggestion, she was like, yo, you really have a magnetic energy. A lot of people really like you. You should be your own brand. Like you should wear your own name. And I started in 2016 and I haven't looked back. And the funniest thing is, in 15 years of trying to rap versus the 5 years of trying to do clothes, like I have way more notoriety, love, respect. You know what I'm saying? I just, this is more in alignment. You know what I mean? Everybody, respect. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I come to situations and people, and that's how I treat my industry, is how I treat my clothes, everything that I do. So it all just comes full circle, man. And Gypsy is the perfect name because I really feel mad lucky.
Yeah, I that's absolutely one of my favorite names. I love the whole Gypsy theme of everything.
If you relate, we related. That's my whole motto. If you relate, we related. I feel like we're all more alike than we are different. And the commonalities are where we can find our unity and build. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's always something. It don't matter who you is. You can find something that you have in common with someone else because we're all human. You know what I mean? And so I like to connect with people on those levels. I'm a person that largely, like throughout my life, I never lived anywhere for more than 2 years. I went to 12 different schools. I was a military brat for a little while. I grew up in a Muslim home. I grew up in a Christian home. So I had a lot of cultural influences from all over that inspired me and helped shape me and culture me to be the person that I am. And it seems to be that, you know what I'm saying, people find value here. So I just want to be that person that inspires. So I really want my brand to be the brand that people feel like, yo, I rock with his joint because I could connect with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me right there. When you see anything Gypsy, you should feel like if we relate, we related, because there's something for us to connect on.
And I like that, like, from what I saw on your Instagram. I mean, you have the hoodies, and I saw, you know, some of the women's wear as well. It's very, it's sexy.
Mostly women support me.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, sexy, and I love it. It's really, really nice.
Thank you. I'm gonna inbox me a PO box or a mailing address, and it will be my absolute honor to send you some clothes. You're Jenny Boom Boom, man. I've been listening to the Dirt Report for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
they love you.
I will say this, Gypsy. Every week when we're on this show, people offer me things, right?
Yes.
And it's always a really beautiful thing, and I always appreciate it so much. But I make sure not to take anything for myself, because I would never want anyone to think that the reason why I'm doing this is to gain something from it.
Right. You're doing it to help us, to help the small businesses. I appreciate it.
Right. That's really why I'm doing this. This is an idea that I came up with a friend of mine, because, and I don't know if you know the history behind it, but during COVID, when things were really bad, a friend of mine, who runs his parents' restaurant, it's been in existence for 40 years, this restaurant, okay? And I frequent this restaurant all the time. It's, you know, great food and just a really great family atmosphere. Told me that they were just making enough at the time to just pay their employees.
Right.
You know, and
it's
that
definitely got hard on everyone.
Yeah. So I, you know, said, well, you know what, I can at least use my platform to try to help some folks out, because, you know, that's what I can offer, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we do this on Tuesdays, because I want to help folks out. And also just finding out about these businesses is just, it's so incredible. People's stories, they amaze me. You know, they amaze me, because I said this last week, you know, I've worked for a lot of corporations, right? I do a lot of stuff for big corporations who probably to the owners, you know, I'm just a number or whatever, right? But the fact that
you're a legend.
Well, thank you. But the fact that you were able to start something and be successful at it and be able to be creative every single day, you know, to me, that's inspiring. And it's just wonderful. And the fact that you're turning out these products that look amazing. And then now, you know, I'm also seeing, like, you have this Gypsy comics, and it's just, it's so great.
Thank you. I did want to point out that in us being in COVID and it being a difficult time for small businesses, thank you for what you're doing. This is beautiful. And I want to say to anybody that's watching this, like, team with other small businesses. It's my best advice. We just went through COVID, but I really just had my best year ever as far as selling clothes. I got with the 5 other Springfield designers, and we got together and we made boxes that were like mystery boxes. So it's like you take 20 boxes and we each put an item in the boxes, and then we sold the boxes for $150. Then we turned around and did winter boxes for $250. We sold these boxes for $250 and sold out in 8 hours. That means we made $6,000 in 8 hours, and we split it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to eat. It was a really beautiful thing, and it was only possible because people knew that they were buying into multiple businesses. I could have never done that alone on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I really recognize the strength of, like, unity, and I want to tell anybody watching this, if you got a small business, keep tapping in. You know what I'm saying? And reach out to people, connect. I'm about to friend request everybody that you're interviewing from now, from before, and that's coming up, because you never know.
Well, Self told me about those boxes last week, how successful it was. And I think that is just an extraordinary idea. I mean, wow.
Thank you.
I would only hope that when there are shows that pop up and things, you know, events pop up again, maybe we can do something with those boxes as far as bidding or something like that. Now, that would be a lot of fun.
That would be, I would love that. I would stay tapped in with you. This life about establishing and maintaining relationships of all sorts. So if the opportunity like that ever presents itself, I would 100% be all for it.
Oh yeah, you're not rid of me yet, Gypsy. This is like a lifelong thing, trust me.
Hey, I love it. You got me smiling so hard, my cheeks hurt.
So you have the clothes. If I want to order something off of your website, how do we go about doing it?
The orders, the website, and the Instagram or the Facebook. I'm Dan Snyder on Facebook. I'm One Gypsy King on Instagram. Anything you see, my Instagram functions like my lookbook. So anything you see there, you can hit me. I do customs. You can let me know, hey, I want a sweatsuit. I want whatever. And is right now, I can still have the time to answer everyone directly. But we built the website. It's www.gypsyclothes.net. You can shop there. If you know what I'm saying? Some people have anxiety. They don't want to like interact directly with you. They want to just be able to point, click, and know that they thing gonna come in the mail. So you can go to gypsyclothes.net and search what we have there. It's also the hub for everything Gypsy. So all the books are there, the art books are there, the comics are there, the cartoon is there, the music is there, the videos, the clothes. We just launched Infused Lemonade. So that's there. It's everything.
Gypsy, where did the lemonade come from? No.
Well, I used to sell, you know, Massachusetts, cannabis is legal. So I used to sell edibles. And I found at parties, like people really love like infused drinks, but they're hard to find, you know? So, me and my partner, Freddie, we, did a bunch of, you know, research and development until we could get the mixture right and everything. And, really he's been the one that is taking the forefront of that. But I'll also say, if you got a business, get a partner, have somebody to help you. Like, even if it's just there for moral support, you know what I mean? Like energy feeds energy. So the only way I'm able to do all of these things that you see me doing is because I have supremely a lot of love around me. You know what I mean? I have a lot of help.
That's a wonderful thing.
I don't do any of this on my own. I couldn't. Except
I feel like
drawing.
Good people, so that's a good thing. So you also brought up books, so art books. So tell me about those.
All the art that I do, I tend to publish it. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to do another one this year. The literature, remember I was telling you I rapped. When I realized my rap style was way more poetic and thoughtful than what was becoming what was mainstream. I said, hey, well, let me reach to the intellects. Let me put it in poetic prose and structure it a certain way. And then I could just publish it. And now I can add published author, you know what I'm saying, to my Gypsy set of hats. And that was a beautiful thing. Like, now I'm a published author. And it's really just poetry, though. It's long to short. It's my raps.
But that's dope.
Thank you.
I love poetry books. I read them a lot growing up. My daughter, Sasha, especially, she's just really invested in poetry. And some of the books that she has me buy, like, I think I peeked into them a few times, like, dang, Sasha, this is like, you know, a little sexual, but okay. But, you know,
but it's important to have a creative outlet, and writing and reading, it feeds the mind so much. And a lot of us in these times, like COVID times, everybody's stir crazy in the house. People's anxieties and stress levels are up. It's important for you to balance, you know what I'm saying? That emotional anxiety that everybody got going on with a mental peace. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes sitting down and just writing your thoughts out, it'll bring you so much more peace than you could have ever imagined, you know? And so I tell people to try that as well too. Writing is important.
I think so, yeah. Because this is like, what's been going on is so strange. It's like, and you try to like wrap your head around it and you can't.
The course of the world is changing right in front of us. But the thing is, if you write and you read, like if you read Animal Farm or 1984, it ain't too much going on. That's like you'll have a better peace because none of this is new.
No, or watch The Walking Dead.
You know, I'm waiting on the zombie apocalypse. I'm ready.
Well, you know, in the Walking Dead, and I stopped watching it like last season because I didn't really like the characters. But at the very beginning of it, you know, Rick Grimes says on The Walking Dead, like, it's in all of us.
Yeah.
Like really as soon as someone dies, they become a zombie, right? Because it's in all of us. Like, What happened, Rick? Was it the vaccine? what
I
happened?
don't know. They can't even make baby powder right, so I'm scared of a vaccine, man. I don't know, for real, for real.
I got my first shot last week, and I'm waiting to see. I mean, 3 weeks ago, and I'm supposed to get my next one next week, and I don't know if I'm getting it yet. I might cop out.
I know I caught COVID early. I thought I died last year. I didn't know
Wow,
what it
really?
was. It was in February. I didn't know what, and I almost never get sick. So when it hit me, I thought I was gonna die. Then I recovered, and now I'm like, all right, nah, my body got this. I got the antibodies. So, and I've been pretty good ever since. But
Well, that's
you know,
good.
it's one of those things where you gotta just mask up, wash your hands, and you know, follow all safety protocols that everybody has to adhere to.
Right, I agree, Gypsy, but not everybody does. And hospitalizations are up for young people. Young people
Mm-hmm.
are
And
getting really
it's
sick.
even look at that. It's scary that there's no more school. Yo, when have you ever drove through the city on Easter and not seen people outside? Like they
Yeah.
can't. Like COVID canceled Easter. We're living in some strange times, Jenny.
Yeah, you got that right. That's what you got to write a book about. You better
You
start
know,
rapping about
you
that.
feel me? I might can make a comeback. Might can maybe emerge sometime.
Yeah, it's been a very strange time, but well, anyway, I loved meeting you and I loved talking to you.
It was
And
my pleasure.
I feel like I'm gonna get some Ovel coffee and sit and talk to you for hours
You
and
know what I'm
hours.
saying?
Um,
Anytime.
but thank you so much for talking to me today, Gypsy. And of course, you got the clothes, you have the comics, and what's your website again?
www.gypsyclothes.net. If you relate, we related. Thank you, everybody.
No, thank you. This is a great time to talk to you. I loved it. So thanks so much, Gypsy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Later.
Oh wow, that was really fun. So I have one more business to talk to you tonight, and let me tell you something. If I hang out with this young lady, I'm gonna never be able to ever get my weight down because she's got some cakes that we all need to be purchasing. This young lady, Kathy, she has Cakes by Kathy, and I looked at her Instagram and I was like, wow. Hi, Kathy. Are you there?
I can hear
Oh,
you, but I don't know if you can
bad
see
reception, I
me.
think. Oh, I
Hi.
see you now. I see you now. Hi. How are
Hi.
you?
Good, how are you?
So you were nominated by One Beauty Boudoir. Not sure if you and Jen are friends or whatever, but she wanted to make sure to nominate you because she said that your cakes are out of this world. And I looked at your Instagram and wow. Kathy, you there? I think she might have a bad signal. Oh no. Kathy? Okay. Well, let's sign her off for 1 second and see. Oh no, she's frozen. Okay. These are the awkward parts of IG Live, right? Like you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do because she's got a bad reception and she's frozen right now. So I really wanted to make sure and promote her business, Cakes by Kathy. Oh, she's asking to get back on. So let's try it one more time. She's located at 610 Arch Street in New Britain, by the way, 610 Arch Street in New Britain. And she makes amazing cakes that are just decorated so beautifully. So there you are. You're back.
Hi. Hold on 1 sec.
So your Instagram, I looked at it and wow, your cakes are gorgeous.
Thank you.
So how did you get started making these cakes?
Well, the bakery has been open since 2001. It's actually a family business. Right now, my mom is the owner, and I assist managing it with other staff. I started cake decorating about 11 years ago, and I actually started at a Michael's craft store. YouTube didn't exist, so everything was trial and error and a lot of tears.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, when I say creative and imaginative,
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know how you do it. How do you do it? I mean, you know, I can't even do something simple.
Well, it's a lot of planning. I can tell you that if I didn't have the support system that I have now and I've had for years, I wouldn't be where I am right now. What we specialize in is traditional Puerto Rican cake. We base that that was our customer base, but we have expanded drastically throughout the last couple of years. The last 5 years, we relocated down the street to a new location. We've expanded. So a lot of people think that we're not a small business, but we still are. We're family owned. It's my mom. It's, you know, it's a couple of us making this work. And for me, it has been an experience, definitely. I'm constantly evolving. It has allowed me to grow as a person, meeting so many people. And how I like to do it is that, or how I like to see it is, I'm more of a boutique style cake shop. It's not like your standard Stop and Shop. I like to have that personal experience with my customers. And we kind of plan the event together. I kind of add that in there and kind of give my input and give them guidance. So a lot of my customers that have been coming for a long time kind of have that relationship with me where we just understand each other and we push each other to do better. So they always bring me cool stuff, so that's exciting.
Yeah, like some of the stuff that you did, like my son would love the galaxy that you put together because he's really into planets and stars and things. But you, it's like crazy to me the things that you're able to accomplish with these cakes. Like, it's nuts. I'm sorry, I don't want to sound so crazy about it, but just looking at your pictures, I was like, wow, like I'm so impressed.
Thank you. Thank you. I just have to say that, like, to anybody that's interested in doing this type of career, as long as you're dedicated and you continue to push yourself forward, it's definitely doable. Now, this time and age, like, there's so many tools out there. There's so many options and there's so many classes available that it's really, anybody can do this. It seems like you can't, but I guarantee you that if you tried, you'd be able to do it. And let me know, I'll give you a class. But as far as the cakes that I offer, they come from my heart. They come from a place of love. So for me, there's always that aspect into it.
How long does it take you to make one of those cakes? Like something with all the inspirations of it?
Well, it depends on the style. There's times that I can make a cake in 10 minutes, and then there's ones that take me days to complete. It's a lot of planning. I can tell you that, I don't know if you saw the money bag cake. That one took me about 5 hours. It all varies. Wedding cakes can take me anywhere from 3 hours to 4 hours or less. It all varies depending on what it is. And since we are so custom, it all varies depending on what they want. They just bring me different things every time.
Wow. So the wedding cakes, how far in advance do you need to order those?
So sometimes 3 days.
Really? Some folks come in days before, like, I need my wedding cake?
Yeah. So I like to be accessible to all types of customers. I have customers that do order their cakes 2 years in advance, that want something a little more extravagant, where I do payment plans and work around what they need. And then I have customers that are very last minute. They tell me 3 days in advance, and I try to, best accommodate them.
That'd probably be me. I'd be like, yeah, so I'm going to go pick up a cake. So
yeah, I have a couple that I already know them, but it's okay.
That's awesome. So, wow, and you guys are located right in New Britain, huh?
We are.
I'm gonna have to stop by. I'm probably driving past you all the time and didn't even realize.
So we're located in the Barrio Latino aspect of New Britain. If you come in the summertime, you'll see one of the bees outside. So we have one of those bees with our name on it. And you're more than welcome to come. Just let me know in advance. I'd be happy to be here to show you around.
So when you go to your store, your bakery, what else do you guys offer besides the cakes?
So what we're known for is all tropical Puerto Rican goods. So pastries, guava, pineapple, breads, everything's made here. So our traditional bread, which is pan de manteca, pan de agua. So it's a soft crust bread, slightly sweet. And then we have a hard crust bread that's a little bit saltier, kind of like an Italian bread. So we're really known for those items. We sell chicken, we sell sandwiches, French fries. So we have a very diverse menu apart from just the cakes. The cakes is just a separate part of it.
Wow. Well, congratulations on all your success. I mean,
thank you.
Amazing that you're able to be a part of your family's bakery, but also have your own business within it. quite an accomplishment.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm flattered, to be honest. I don't really see my accomplishments maybe as others do. But for me, to hear that is very nice. So thank you.
Yeah. You made something for yourself out of, I mean, and it's so great that you're a part of the family business too, but you made your own business out of it. And that's just so impressive. It really is. I'm gonna have to stop by. I'm going to go in there with the kids and just like get so many things. Because now I'm hungry and you're tempting me. So, but that's just amazing that you're able to teach yourself how to do that. The cakes are just really amazing. In fact, I feel like I've been at parties where they told me that the cakes came from you. So when Jen hit me up, I was like, from One Beauty Boudoir, I was like, oh, wait a minute, I know, and they're so good.
Thank
I mean,
you. Wow, that's even more flattering that you could have thought you could have heard of me.
Yeah. No, because I know that I've been to a few parties where they did say that you had made it. So, congratulations. Now, how do we go about ordering? Because I know that you said on your Instagram, I think you said like quotes in store or something. So is it best to go there to talk to you in person when ordering a cake, or?
So we actually do it by consultation, and because of COVID, we're pretty strict on that. I have limited amounts of consultation spots available. Because we do sanitize in between. And you would call, talk to any of the cashiers. They can schedule you. They can let you know my schedule available.
Okay.
And then we go from there. Customers are able to connect with me through social media if they have questions. I do not give quotes through social media just because I want to make sure that we have that understanding and I know exactly what it is that the customer wants.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, so when they come in for that experience, I block out an hour of my time to design something that works within their budget. So I like to have an affordable line of custom cakes, and then I have something that's a little more higher end. So there's a little bit of something for everyone.
That's awesome. That's so great. So I'll give us the phone number now, just in case for anybody that might want it.
The phone number is 860-826-1019. We are closed right now, but we open at 5 a.m. tomorrow. I don't think you guys will be up, but if you'd like to call, you can. And then as far as any COVID issues, if anyone is concerned, we are always being safe. We are always sanitizing and cleaning our stations. The cake area is a complete separate area to the food prep area. So that I take care of that for you guys.
Well, thank you. And again, you're located at 610 Arch Street in New Britain. Is the actual bakery, just to be clear, Kakes by Kathy, or is the bakery have a different name?
So the bakery is called Borinquen Bakery. It's Borinquen.
Okay.
If you go onto my Instagram, you'll see the bakery name. There's also the address, and I think that I have a link. I might have a link to the website. If not, I'll add it on there so you can check it out as well. My Instagram is really just a portfolio of my artwork and things that I've done before. So it just gives people a better understanding of what I offer.
Okay, great. And again, that's Kakes by Kathy with a K. We're both Kathy and Kakes. So there we go. Well, thank you so much. It was really great to meet you, and I'm going to be stopping in.
Thank you very much.
You're right down the street from me, girlie. So I'm going to go and
I'll see you soon.
check out the bakery. So thanks so much. It was great to talk to you, Kathy.
Likewise. Thank you.
And again, Kathy was nominated by One Beauty Boudoir. So let's just go over it one more time who we talked to tonight. We talked to, bye, Kath.
Bye.
Oh, I think you have to go off, Bunny, because I don't know, for some reason my ex isn't showing up. I don't know why, what's going on with this, but anyway. Tonight I talked to Ovel Coffee. They are all about Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee, and they want you to try it. So make sure and check out Ovel Coffee. It's Ovelle Coffee, okay? Check them out on their Instagram. They also have a website, and of course the website information is on their Instagram. So check them out for all your coffee needs. Eli Joseph I talked to tonight, who was nominated by Johnson Arms LLC. He's a real estate entrepreneur. He can put you in a house or sell your house for you. And he's also, because I suggested it, he's going to maybe give some classes for folks like myself that really don't know too much about real estate and all of that. He's really, really smart. After that, I talked to Gypsy King, who was actually nominated by Self Invest, and he makes clothes. He's he draws comics. He's an author. Like, this guy is doing everything. So make sure and follow him. And if you want to check out his clothes, check out his Instagram also. That's the Gypsy King. I believe it's the number one Gypsy King _ from what I remember. And then after that, I talked to Kathy from Kakes by Kathy. She's located at 610 Arch Street in New Britain. Her cakes, wow, amazing. So make sure and check her out, okay? Thanks so much for watching Small Business Tuesdays. I'll see you next week, and have a great week. Bye.